Hi, I'm Dan Schmitt. I do a weekly television show called Team Chicago Challenge. My website is teamchicago.tv, teamchicago.tv. We're in Villa Park, Illinois. Route 83, St. Charles Road, we're just a little bit west of Route 83, MCC, Motorcycle Center, Ducati, Triumph, MV Agusta, Norton, KTM. Great motorcycle shop, great club, the Norton Owners Club. They've been around forever. MCC's been around forever.
But as you know, there has been a great number of motorcycle shops that have gone out of business. MCC, they relocated. There used to be a Ford dealership. They made a wise decision. They moved on. This has been great for them, great for the Norton Owners Group. But we have got to do something about the political situation in this country. The Obama-Clinton economic program will devastate the motorcycle industry worse than it is today, and I am supporting Donald Trump for president to make America great again.
I am still in DuPage County. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to ask you, my audience, which I consider to be one of the smartest audiences out there, that you got to really consider. You got to really get out. You got to vote for Donald Trump. Now, everybody knows, if you're in the motorcycle industry, you know that most of the, how many dealers have gone out of business right here in the Chicago area. This economic program by Mr. Obama has been terrible. Hillary Clinton will make it even more terrible. There's a certain magic to America. There's a certain magic, free enterprise, freedom. Freedom is always great. Freedom is always important. And as you may remember, I'm right here in DuPage County. When I ran for Congress, right here in DuPage County, I got maybe the majority of my votes. In this area, Bensonville, Elmhurst, Oak Brook, Hinsdale, Oak Brook Terrace, I got 65% of the vote. I probably got the majority of my 77,000 votes right here in DuPage. So let me point out a couple things of why you got to vote for Donald Trump. Now, he was not my first choice, and I'll admit that. But after hearing his speech at the convention, and after hearing his two sons' speeches at the convention, and after him laying out his immigration policy, that's the biggest reason we got to vote for Donald Trump, and the tax cuts. The tax cuts are very important. I am a Ronald Reagan Republican. Ronald Reagan cut taxes down to 28%, the top rate, and the economy took off. You want the economy to take off? That's what you got to do. So let me tell you why, the only reason Hillary Clinton could even be on the ballot, for how criminal she is, for how terrible she is. First of all, the education system is the worst ever in our country. And let me read one little thing. And if you know anything about your history, you might have heard the name Edmund Burke. Now, he wasn't one of the founding fathers in this country. He was an Englishman. But his statement is this: the only thing necessary for evil to flourish is for good men to do nothing. And that, my friends, is what's happening with the education system. None of these teachers have stood up and said this is terrible. The education system is terrible. When you get out of high school, you should be able to go get a job. You should have enough knowledge to get a great job. And they're not doing that in the schools anymore. They don't teach history. They don't teach freedom. They don't teach you what is great about America. Donald Trump will help bring that back, I hope and I believe. But let me tell you a little bit about Hillary Clinton. This was her Bible. This book here, when she graduated college, so she's 22 years old, she thought this was the most important book. She thought Saul Alinsky was the greatest author. She wanted to go work for the guy. Reveille for Radicals. And I've read this book. It is the most convoluted BS that you have ever read. And she thought this was great. And Barack Obama, what is his book? What was his Bible? His Bible was Rules for Radicals. Saul Alinsky. Both of them. Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, hardcore communists, socialists, Marxists, whatever you may think. They are evil. Their whole principle is evil. Taking away your freedom. I'm the guy for freedom. And I believe Donald Trump, the election of Donald Trump will guarantee our freedom in this country, the free enterprise system, but people keep more of their money. When people can keep more of their money, they'll go out and earn more money. When people can keep more of their money, they will create businesses. That's the key. Why is America the greatest country there's ever been? It's the freedom thing. I don't know how I can tell you easier. It's the freedom thing. So remember, think of this book, Saul Alinsky. This isn't no baloney. You can read it. Go Google it. Hillary Clinton, Saul Alinsky. She wanted to go work for this goofball. This guy was a criminal, a communist, an idiot. And I would tell these people, anybody, and Barack Obama, when they say he was a constitutional professor at the University of Chicago, he was teaching Saul Alinsky. He wasn't teaching the Constitution of the United States. Another big lie. And that gets back to one more thing, and I'm going to end this. The media in our country and the media in Chicago, ABC, NBC, CBS, public radio, public television, Tribune, Sun-Times, they are the worst of journalism there's ever been. And Barack Obama proves it. They did nothing to look at when he was running. And let me point out one more thing, and then I'm going to end this. And think about this. Within 1 mile of Barack Obama's home on the south side of Chicago, over 500 young black boys and girls, young people have been murdered within 1 mile of his home. He don't care. There's mass murders in Chicago. There are people walking around in Chicago that have killed more than 10 people. The police department don't care. The Tribune, Sun-Times, ABC, NBC, CBS, your president don't care. Hillary Clinton don't care. So if you're a black person watching this show, if you vote for Hillary Clinton, you need your head examined. It's like Donald Trump said, what do you have to lose? And one other thing, and then I'm going to end this show. In 1974, there was 400,000 manufacturing jobs in the city of Chicago. If you lived on the south side, if you lived on the west side, you could walk to work. You could have a great job. Richard J. Daley and the Democratic Party of Cook County drove those jobs out. They said, get the hell out of Chicago. And that's the truth, and I am a witness to it. But anyhow, that's it. If you love your motorcycles, if you love your freedom, if you love your guns, your motorcycles, if you want to be able to say what you want to say. And one other thing, God, I keep coming up with this stuff. Hillary Clinton, what's she going to do to fix the economy? She says she's going to spend money like at the end of World War II. You know what her plan is? She intends to hire millions of more federal employees, and they're going to start reading your Facebook, your Twitter. They're going to be spying on the American public, and that's her way of security. And remember what Benjamin Franklin stated. If you're willing to trade security, take security instead of freedom, you will lose both.